I've had women come in, sometimes guys too, and they'll come in for a consultation and I'll see them. And my assessment already is okay, if this person just works out and acts less fat than they are now, like by that I mean make some better decisions than you're making now when you go out to eat, they're going to be okay. They're going to make some changes.
Mm.
And the first thing they tell you is their previous coach had them taking like Clint and Anavar and stuff. And I'm like, but you're just trying to lose like 20 pounds. It's like, why in the
Oh, they're
fuck are you
running
taking?
gear?
Yeah, and I'm like,
Wow.
like your last coach will have them taking all this stuff.
That's crazy.
I was like, so you're not even competing, and they're having you take all this just to drop 20 pounds. Which me looking at you, clearly this is an easy task with just eating right and training.
Yeah.
What kind of diet? What? And then it'll either be, well, I didn't get a diet, or it'll be one of those starvation diets for only being on gear with keeping you muscle as you do it.
Yeah, I don't understand that. If somebody's lifestyle client, and I mean, you're throwing a lot of gear at them. I don't agree with that.
What does that say about you as a coach, though? That you can't get 20 pounds off that woman
That's what I'm saying. I
that's
mean,
already overweight without putting her on a bunch of shit.
Right.
hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Paradise Pump. And we got everybody here today, John, Jed, and Mel, and myself. So
Two M's and two J's.
2 M's and 2 J's. So we got a bunch of questions that people are asking us, and Jed has those questions. So we're gonna go over some of those first before we jump into some
Let's see.
topics.
What is something that everyone should? What is something that everyone should incorporate into their personal programming besides eating enough?
Besides eating,
Yeah, like if there was one like all-out variable that has to be in every program that you would incorporate in every program besides making sure they eat enough.
I don't know, like sleep management, I guess maybe for me. Stress management, sleep management. I think that kind of goes together. Maybe making sure you're getting like 7, 8 hours, 9 hours of sleep a night. Plus maybe if you can take naps, try and do that. If there's time where you can actually manage your stress somehow, find time to, meditate maybe a couple times a week, 10, 15 minutes each time, lower those cortisol levels, right? So I think something like that, sleep/stress management.
What do you think, Mel?
As far as myself, everyone should incorporate in their personal programming. They should really take assessment in regards to um, whether or not you have your financial affairs set as well too, because contest prep or even everything doing this type of lifestyle, the food we buy, it's a lot more healthier, leaner, what have you, fresher, but you do pay the price for that as well. Are you financially stable to do that, as well as if you're going to be competing, because it costs a lot. So it's something for people to consider as well too.
That's a good point because I feel like a lot of competitors, like you meet all kinds of people through this sport, from like drug dealers to police officers, So it's like I feel like some people, yeah, they just where was I going with this?
Four
Drug
thousand
dealers
dollars a
and police
drug,
I
officers.
know.
I
four
don't know.
thousand dollars a
I
year.
know. But like financial affairs, I mean, because drug dealers do make a lot of money, right? I mean, but still, like I feel like you don't want to ruin your life
Mhm.
to just do an amateur bodybuilding show and be like in debt and
Mm.
like running yourself into the ground financially. And like, I mean, if it's all worth it to you, then cool, personal preference, but like how Mel said, like financial affairs, it is an expensive sport. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing people don't factor in. You know what I mean? I think I've talked about this, thousands of dollars you spend. You know what I mean?
Four
Yeah.
thousands
Yeah.
of
And you're
dollars.
thousands and
For
thousands. So it's like, bro, if you don't got a good job, dude, maybe bodybuilding isn't necessarily the sport for you to compete in, but you can still participate in the gym and work
Yeah.
out and but it's expensive, man. So if you're just barely scraping by, maybe you got to save up a little bit. Like, good point, Mel. Yeah.
No, yeah, that makes sense. Balance, gotta have a balance, right?
Yeah,
And
for sure.
checks and balances.
Checks and balances, literally. But I feel like
Yeah.
for me, personal things in a program would just be maximizing your time in the gym. Like, you know what I mean? Like actually trying hard. Don't just go through the motions. Like, make the best use of the time that you have in the
Mm.
gym. And if your coach is like training you, follow everything that he's saying. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I would say schedule when you're going to do everything. It's not always going to fall in line, because life still happens. Even though if you decide to do a contest, life doesn't just stop. But if you at least have some kind of game plan of when you're going to do what, you're going to be better off. A lot of people screw up on their scheduling because they don't know or they think they can compensate in certain ways. Like I've talked about before about compounding meals and because they sleep in and all this shit. Getting a schedule is one of the most important.
I think that's huge because
Totally.
a lot of times if you schedule it, then it's kind of like you're committing, right? It's like, oh
Yeah.
man, you got it on your calendar, it pops up. Like if you don't put it on there, you're just thinking about it. It's easy to blow it off. But when the thing's popping up and you're like every day and you're just like, I got to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a little harder to like skip it. I mean, you could, but every day you put it in there, it's going to come up. So I think that makes a lot of
And then if
sense.
you're on a schedule, your sleep will be on a schedule,
Yes.
and your
And
finances
that's
will
it.
be on a schedule of what
Right.
you got to pay.
Yeah.
It all
Right.
schedule,
Like
man.
in bed at this time, right? I'm
Yes,
gonna go to
yeah,
bed from this time to this time. Not I usually go to bed at 10, but I'm gonna stay up till midnight and just screw
yeah.
off on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
As
pay my coach on this day because I get paid on this day. Like that. That type of stuff for sure.
entering in this, we obviously, whether it be in bodybuilding or whatever, you obviously need a plan because every time you aim at nothing, 100% of the times you're gonna hit it.
Yeah, yeah, for real. Or even that saying, like, they're like, if you shoot for the moon and you miss, at least you'll land with the stars. But like, if you land with the stars, you're still not on the moon. So
It's still in first
yeah,
place.
you're not on the moon. You're in the stars. That wasn't the goal. So yeah,
Yeah.
very
What
true.
what is the biggest misunderstanding about growing muscle that people have?
Okay. Let me see. I think I talked about this before, but I think a lot of people think just if you just come in the gym and train, like I'm just gonna get in there and just do any old thing, and as long as I'm working out, I can get muscle. I think a lot of people think that it works like that, and I would say that when you're a beginner, you can kind of mess around a little bit, and sometimes it works. You get a little bit of something because you've never done it before, but then again, you have to start putting things together and really understand how to work out if you want to build muscle. Some people are genetic freaks, and those guys, those one in the millions, you see them, they just come in and they just do anything and they grow, but that's not the norm, right?
Yeah,
So I think that's a big thing. People just don't, they come in just thinking they can just do whatever they want as long as I'm showing up and I'm going to put on muscle.
yeah, for
And
sure.
it's just not like that.
To expand on your point, you're talking about earlier coming in, you, John, were talking about earlier making your reps count in the gym. You see a lot of people doing a little bit too much as far as warm up and finding your actual working set. You're ending up wasting energy doing all of this. They call it junk volume.
Mhm.
Like shoot me if you don't like that term, but fuck whatever's. But instead of getting to the core of your exercise and maximizing your energy within a given time is very important. So yeah, that's one of the things, biggest misunderstanding about growing muscles. And you don't always need steroids to grow. Like I I would really like to see you top out in your maximum potential under natural circumstances before dabbling in PEDs.
For sure.
Hmm.
Mhm.
That's a good point because I feel like, when you start taking steroids, where you're at, that's the foundation of where you started from taking the steroids. You know what I mean? So if your whole shit is based on just taking steroids and that's how you got from super skinny to where like you're huge, like, I mean, I don't know. To me, it's better to just build a solid foundation, like Mel said, naturally. And then, if you want to dabble with extracurricular type things, do that then. But yeah, I feel like that's another big misunderstanding about like muscle is that you need steroids to get big if you're going to do a show. Like Mel's client Tyler, dude, he beat me natural. I fucking took all kind of steroids,
Mm.
right? You remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, and he was backstage. He just popped a little salt in his mouth, got all veiny. I was like, "Whoa,
Yep.
shit!" And
Worked like
I
magic.
came in third in our height class. That Neo kid won, right?
Yep.
The one that did cocaine
Mm.
backstage, and then and then Tyler came in second and
Yeah.
completely natural, beat me. on
Yeah,
trend.
yeah, on trend. Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's
and I mean,
You
awesome.
know,
Tyler's got pretty good genetics,
he's
and he
got
does
good
train, and he
genetics,
trains
dude.
hard, so
Yeah, and he's got big
he
legs
does
and
all those. He's got all
definitely,
that.
yeah. So I feel like if like you're a guy like him and then you started taking something, you would just go
Yeah.
boom, But other people like me, I kind of came in this game a little late. I was like a break dancer, you know what I mean, before this.
Yeah.
Hurt my knee, and that's why I started lifting weights. And like I did my first show and like came in like almost last place and was like, I need steroids, you know? Everybody's on it. And then that's how I got bigger, and now I'm natural and I'm smaller.
I think one thing people do not realize, especially people that compete, if you go into an off season to build muscle, it needs the same attention and same quality and same detail as if you're in contest prep.
Good one.
The eating, the timing, the training, and all that. Just
Agreed.
because you start a contest and you start getting everything, people start paying attention to every little thing because now it depends on how they're going to look on stage and all this. But and you go in off season, and I've heard so many guys like, I'll do my own off season, and they come back and they're fat, and we spend a whole 16, 20 weeks getting you back to how you looked the last time because you didn't put enough time into your off season. You just ate Dunkin'
100%.
Donuts and fucking worked out.
Yeah. You're on
And
the McFlurry
yeah,
diet.
and you didn't put as much detail into the diet and training in the off season.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's true.
And I just want to say one more thing too, like what I was talking about earlier is also I think people don't understand how important intensity is when you're training. Focus and intensity. I think a lot of people come in, work out, they think they're training pretty hard, but
Yeah.
I watch some people, they could go harder, right? They could push it a little bit more. And I think some people don't understand that that's an important part of it. And stop watching all the crap that's on the internet, because there's a lot of guys that put a lot of crap. Me and Jed were talking about it. These videos that are like super hype videos, and they're doing crazy sets of hundreds of reps and all this. Oh, it's so intense, and they're yelling, and it's like,
It's
yeah, that's
theater.
like cardio, dude. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I can break anybody. Just make them do a set of 500. Like, they're just gonna fall. They can't do it, right? It's like impossible. They're gonna keep going. Form's gonna go to complete crap, but they're just gonna keep doing it. I'm like, yeah, you got it. And it looks cool on video, but is that how you really build muscle and you get better in bodybuilding? No, it's not. Because if it was, guess what? All the guys would have been doing it. It doesn't work like that.
For sure.
So, but it's cool. You want to make content, it's fun. Okay. But I think that's another thing. Just there's so much crap out there
Unless
on
you're Tom
YouTube
Platz.
and on social media. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, Tom Platz is a different
Tom
animal,
Platz on the
but
leg
he didn't even
extension.
do that. He didn't even do that because he went heavy. He
That's
went
true.
heavy, and then
Yeah.
he wasn't doing 100 rep sets.
Yeah.
I mean, 100
Yeah.
plus rep sets. He wasn't doing that. But yeah, but again, there is a lot of crap out there, and a lot of it's hype. A lot of it is hype. So just, be aware of what you're watching, because you don't need to do, 100 reps per set
Yeah.
to build muscle. That's actually cardio
Yeah.
development, to be honest.
And that's the thing too, getting to what Mark just said, like if you're I mean, it's inevitable you're going to watch content and everybody's gravitated towards certain things, but if you're a bodybuilder and you want to find something to watch, like why not
Yeah.
watch how the bodybuilders themselves
Right.
train? You can do that now. You can go on YouTube and watch how
Yeah.
Mr. Olympia
Dude,
trained for the
Missouri
whole
Okabe has all
know what I
his
mean?
videos on YouTube now.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
free.
They got
You
them
can watch
all.
all
Oh,
that shit.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
Oh,
Mock
could-
video.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or even like you can watch
Yeah.
somebody prep for the
They're all
Olympia
on there,
literally
yeah.
on YouTube. You can go watch their workout. They'll
Yeah.
post it.
You can watch Deshaun Ray. You can watch Kevin Levrone. You can watch
Yeah.
Dorian Yates. I mean, that's probably one of the best workout videos
It's
ever
probably the
made.
most famous one ever.
Famous. I mean, Ronnie is also,
Yeah.
Ronnie and Dorian. I think for me, Dorian is one of the best. Go do that workout. Don't get me wrong. Watching these other guys do these crazy workouts are fun. You get kind of hyped
Yeah.
up, probably, and
It's
to me,
motivating.
it's entertainment.
Yeah, it's entertainment.
It's entertainment.
That's what
I'm
it's like
not
theater.
really gonna
Yeah, for
gain
sure.
a lot of knowledge from it, but it's fun to watch and see people
Yeah.
just get crushed.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, that dude's just falling apart, and
He's barfing.
he's got 50 more reps and he can't even move the bar. How's he gonna do it? But he somehow finishes it, and
Yeah.
he's doing this. And you're
Yeah.
like, that's
Yeah.
that's totally doing your arms. But right on, bro.
But even
Yeah.
like besides the Dorian Yates and all those old school videos, like you can literally just even go on Instagram and watch Samson Dauda
Yeah,
do his workout.
there's the new ones. Yeah,
Like there's like you can the literal like right now how the guys look and you're
Yeah.
looking at them like, I want to look like them, you can go
Derek
watch
on
their
there.
workout. You can do that. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
man.
feel like if you're going to watch content as a competitive bodybuilder, watch other competitive bodybuilders that are pros and do that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, here's one. Me and Mel were kind of figuring this one out. Any workouts to focus on leg growth and glutes with minimal knee involvement?
Oh, so like RDLs, right? Stiff leg deadlifts. You could do the low back extensions, basically. I mean, put your glutes, squeezing your glutes at the top. Um, there's
Calf
also
raises.
those kickbacks, the cable kickbacks,
Yeah,
or you could do like that. We do it over here, right? I don't know what they call them, froggers or whatever, but you lay on the bench, head down, and then you put your feet on the bar on that Smith machine.
yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of go up, but they have machines for that too. They have the glute machines where it's
Yeah,
literally
Mark,
like
are
that.
you going to invest in one of those anytime soon?
No,
Wondering for the glute girls in
no,
the
no, I'm good. I'm good.
damn,
Thanks,
Okay.
thanks. Damn. Actually,
damn
there was a machine.
that
It's
I sent you that you should
Frogger.
invest in.
There's
Oh,
one called Frogger or something, or it's plate loaded, which is kind of cool. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool. And it's like that, you're laying on your stomach angle and you're kicking upwards, right? And I was like, that looks pretty good. I don't know if the investment, I think Powerhouse Mike has one. They have one similar
They
like
just
that.
bought one, I
They
think.
just bought one, right? So we'll see. I mean,
I think Mark should expand
my glute
your glute area.
inventory.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes,
Hey, for me to even get that was like pulling teeth. Like really didn't want to
but
do
it's
it.
in high demand. Look at
It is in high
the way that
demand,
the market
but
has
we have good
trended.
stuff in there. We have some good stuff in
I'm
there.
just saying,
Yeah.
the way that the market
But
has trended.
anyways, going back to the question. Yeah, I think those exercises are really good, right? RDLs, kickbacks,
But you
cable
primarily
kickbacks,
just talked about
froggies.
hamstrings and glutes. What about quad engagement?
Well, I'm assuming it was a female. I thought it was a glute question, right?
Overall
It
legs.
just
Oh,
says
overall
leg.
legs, yeah. Without getting knees involved, I mean, it's going to be hard, right? You've any type of squat movement, the leg press, you could do a leg press. I would put my feet higher above instead of lower so you could disengage the knees a little bit. The further you go up, the less knees are going to be involved. But no matter what, you're bending at that hinge.
Yeah, or do they like
So
have a
you're still going to get your knees, obviously.
do they have a knee problem or something? Or
Just
you know?
wrap your knees,
Yes.
dude. If your
Yeah.
knees
Yeah.
hurt when you
Yeah.
squat, just fucking wrap them.
Just wrap,
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll be
just
fine.
wrap it.
Yeah.
Inject some BPC,
Right.
157 TB 500. Go get an
Yeah.
X-ray or MRI. Get it
Right.
fixed.
And
Yeah.
just go lighter weight then, go
Yeah.
lighter weight, go nice and slow. If you
Hold and
want,
squeeze.
hold and
Yeah.
squeeze. Yes. Hold at the bottom,
Yeah.
squeeze, just drop the weight.
Maybe their form's bad and their knees hurt, I don't
I
know.
mean,
Yeah.
there's so many things, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, at first I thought that question was more for like a glute question. I must have heard it wrong.
As far as glutes, people have all these crazy ass glute routines, and I'm a little old school. I think it's ridiculous. Anybody I've seen that needed their butt grow, please squats with weight, lunges, and then do the little glute kickbacks on the GHB or something twice a week. You're good. Like every time I've done that, I've seen their butts grow. Those four things.
Yeah.
All
I
these
mean,
complicated heavyweight Smith machine hip thrusts and shit. I'm like, yeah, they may work, but like I always stuck really basic with it, and I've never had any issues with
I'm
their butt
personally
growing.
not too fond of hip thrusting because people overarch and are
Yeah.
prone to injury by doing
Dude, I
heavy
feel the
ass
same
hip
way.
thrusts. And then they take out from your actual glutes from bearing the load to holding it in your quads and in your lower back. So, I mean,
mm,
there are other alternative exercises out there that are good for glutes that you don't have to go hip thrusting
Yeah, I feel like
fucking
squeezing with
400
hip
some odd
thrusts, but
pounds.
like sometimes, yeah, I see girls and bro, they got like mad weight on there, and I'm like,
oh
yo,
yeah.
And
like
you can
you're
see
just
it, you
one
can
little
see
slip up
their
away
arch
from
of their
fucking your
back.
back up, messing your back up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, bro, like that's
Do you think it's
insane.
wrong for me to get annoyed by seeing a straight man do hip thrusts?
I've kind of messed with them a little bit here and there, really lightly at the end of my leg workout recently, because I'm not competing or doing any type of bodybuilding, I can kind of, try new things and not have to be on this rigid schedule. So
New things, John.
yeah, I'm,
Try
I'm
new
I'm
things.
exploring new things to
All right.
bring out my best package. But
There you go.
but it's like yeah, I feel like, I mean, I definitely did feel it in my glutes and hamstrings, but I wasn't going heavy. I was just using the
Yeah.
45-pound plates, and just
Oh no, I mean that's
squeezing,
good weight.
holding, and then coming
If you're
down,
not used to doing it, like
squeezing, holding.
45s are pretty good.
Yeah, no, for sure.
No,
Does it irritate? I don't know. It's kind of funny, I guess, when you say that. I guess it just depends on how they're actually doing it.
It's
I don't know.
like
and
just
grunting doing it.
Yeah.
step a little further out when you do your lunges.
I
Do
agree.
some
That
wide
could,
stand
that could,
squats.
yeah, for sure.
Squeeze your butt at the top. You're fine. I don't understand
Does
why.
it bother you when a guy is doing abductor, adductor?
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
because
Curious.
I've had injuries because I've not done those exercises.
Okay.
So I had to change that one.
Yeah.
Used to, I'd be like, "What are you doing?" But now that I've had intergroin injuries, I'm like, "Oh, that's why you do those."
You get
I
it.
think
Yeah.
as far as a man doing hip thrusters for performance purposes, I'm not just talking about in the bed either, but that
100
too.
rep.
It makes
100
sense
rep.
for a deadlift.
It
There.
makes sense for
Yeah.
deadlift for
Or it's like,
performance, but if you're doing it to grow your glutes as a man,
that's weird. Yeah.
to each his own.
See, my thing was like when I was doing it, I was like, man, this is kind of like, like in jujitsu when somebody's mounting you
Yeah, and
Yes.
you
and you got to
like
hip
buck
thrust
them
them off.
Yeah.
It's the same exact movement. And like, I swear, like when people are mounting me in jujitsu, like my hip thrust
That
is
sounds so
crazy.
You want to
I
get
know when
mounting
they're
you.
mounting me.
Okay, let me just tell you,
I
John.
I
But I'm
keep
getting
thrusting them
mounted.
off.
pegged.
John,
But
let me. I know. I'm like, I keep imagining this. I'm like, John
Yeah.
getting mounted, and he's trying new things in his package. I'm like, what is
Yeah.
going
And then
on
I'm
here?
hip,
In prevention
and
What
of
is
I'm
getting
going on
I'm
here?
pegged.
hip
So we're
thrusting, and I'm over here
freaking
hip
John.
thrusting them.
Where are we going?
Yeah.
But
But you know what I'm saying, right? The
no,
movement.
okay. Here's the thing, John. I'll go a little jujitsu with you,
Okay.
but it's very overrated for jujitsu.
For real?
Just letting you know. But hip thrusting in jujitsu, yes, it's an overrated movement. It's a very big movement. Okay. You go higher level,
Yeah.
and you're still newer, but when you go higher level, those big type of movements like that, you get in some serious trouble with certain things. Guys will catch things because you're
Yeah.
opening up a lot. So
Interesting.
typically, when you're doing escapes like that, it works for lower level, but when you're going higher level, guys, you don't really
Yeah.
want to do big movements like that.
Yeah.
Huge. It's
Well, even if you're kind of
smaller,
like
it's
trying
tighter.
to sweep somebody to the side, it's
Yeah.
it's a hip
Shrimp.
thrust and a
Yeah.
yeah,
I think,
and a foot on the ground.
after training for all these years, I have realized, like, honestly, what you do in the gym here, there's some benefit for it in jujitsu out on the mats, but it's not a lot, to be honest. It's really understanding the art form, and that's where it's all at, right? And then, but
Yeah.
you get a little bit of benefit because you're a little bit
For sure.
stronger and things like that.
Definitely.
But overall,
skill
like,
trumps everything.
yeah, overall, like,
Yeah.
the
I
more,
agree.
the better I got, the more I realized, like, a
Yeah.
lot of this stuff in here,
It's almost counterproductive
it,
sometimes.
yeah, I mean, it's fun to do, and it can help you a little bit, you know what I mean?
For sure.
A little bit, but if you want to get those hip thrust up, I mean, against those white belts,
When I'm
man,
getting
the white and
yeah.
blue belts actually perfect.
Yeah.
So, I don't work on the white and blue belts, bro.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm the king of the hip thrust on the white belts.
Because the purples will probably can ride you really well.
They can ride you.
You're not
really
going to be able to
well.
shake them with a good hip thrust. They're just going to ride.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, John.
I saw a guy.
Yeehaw.
He was one of the guys I was training. He was doing either squat machine or one of the squats, and every time he came in, he would tuck his hips in and squeeze his glutes.
Oh, like that.
At the third time, I said, "Are you doing bikini this year?" No, stop fucking doing that.
It's
You
bothered.
squat like a fucking man. What are you doing?
Yeah,
That's
he
just
does
something that
the.
you're gonna hurt your back.
What
too,
is the?
yeah.
It's called the butt wings. They
Yeah,
call it.
but, like,
it's the butt
it's-
wink where they kind of
No, on the
tuck
bottom
in.
that they did.
Yeah,
On the
at
bottom.
the
of
bottom.
Oh, and they cut to the
Yeah, the
top.
bottom.
At
Oh,
the
you're talking about
bottom.
top.
He's talking
Okay.
about the top.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about the bottom.
Squeezing-
Yeah,
Squeezing
Yeah.
at the
right.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bottom. That's the butt wink is at the bottom where
Yeah.
it kind of goes.
But they did a lot of studies on that top squeeze for glute growth
Activation?
and activation.
Yeah.
It's very null, very, very lackluster. So keep doing it if you want.
Yeah, I would think you get the most like stimulation in that like stretched and then kind of
Yes.
keeping it in that like range of the tension, you know what I mean? Where there's tension. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So anyway, yeah, just wear wraps. Just put on your wraps. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's your question.
BPC 157, TB 500, MRI, X-rays, do all the things, man. Knee wraps,
Hip thrust when you're
salon
mounted.
pass.
Yeah, there you go. Salon pass. There you go. That works too.
Yeah, my rule of thumb, if my knees start hurting, I just wrap them, and then if the next week I'm doing the same weight, they don't hurt, I don't wrap them.
And honestly,
That's just what I go by.
And this is the good advice too for people. And this is one that's like really simple, and a lot of people didn't even realize it. Sometimes just rest. Like
Yeah.
take leg day off for a few weeks. I mean, honestly, skip like 2 workouts on leg day or do something else, right? Don't do anything that's hitting your knees, do hammies, and then come back to it. And you'll be surprised. Sometimes you're like, whoa, feels way better. It's like, well,
You
there,
know,
yeah. Sometimes you just need rest.
I also had explained too for the amount of abuse that we bestow upon our bodies inside of the gym, the equal amount of recovery, rehab, PT, and all of that,
Yeah.
massage therapy, acupuncture, whatever it is, any type of rehab and recovery is essentially important too. So if it's nagging you, go see a therapist or something.
And go stretch your fucking IT band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there was
Foam
a
roll
year or
that.
two ago where my knees were killing me, and I started going to yoga class on Sunday. We do the IT band stuff, and they
Mhm.
stopped hurting. I was like, "What? That's all I had to fucking
And
do
it
was just
because
stretch my
it's
IT band."
pulling, right? It's
Yeah,
pulling on your kneecap. Yeah.
yeah. And
It's
people
so
don't
tight.
realize IT band can be the source of the knee pain.
Yeah, I used to have that too when I used to squat all the time.
Yeah.
My knees would kill me, and I started stretching and rolling out. I don't
Dude, rolling
Or
change the
take that
game.
massage
sucks
gun; it'll
on.
Yeah,
hurt, and
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
jam it in there and go up and down your leg before you go do
for sure.
squats.
loosens it
Oh
It'll
all.
loosen
damn.
it up.
Before a squat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's great. Yep.
All right. I think here's the last one
Okay.
because one was a suggestion to get guys from the '90s, early 2000s on here to talk about old school, which would
Yes.
be cool if we could find some. That'd be fun.
I can contact some
That'd be
guys.
cool.
Yeah, I know a few of them.
Um, I don't want to necessarily talk about bad coaches. 'Cause I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but talk about bad protocols and and people with bad communication of their athletes.
So what is it? You
Like,
just
what would you consider? What are some bad protocols you've heard other coaches
Oh.
do, or stuff that doesn't make sense to you? Or
Um I don't know, sometimes I'll just go more like towards okay, well I'll do like a couple things. So sometimes people's workout programming, I've seen it and I feel like they're in the gym way too long. Like I've seen people come in and they're doing these I mean, they're in here for like 3 hours, you know. They're on low calories. They're on low calories. They got the show coming up, they're whatever, 6 weeks out. And they're in here for like 3 hours working out. And I'm just like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, you can't accelerate that process. Unfortunately, a little bit, right? But you're gonna create all this stress on your body, and that usually translates into looking worse. There's only so much that you can do. There's only so much extra work that you can do. So I see that, and then I also see the extreme water cutting too nowadays. Some people that are still doing some of that. It was very popular back in the day, but now we come to realize you don't have to do that to get the water off. You don't have to do this extreme, just
Seven
just
days.
sip water for like 3 days, right? Or this crazy, and then hey, take a diuretic on top of it, right? Like I'm gonna cut you to like 16 ounces a day for 3 days, and then we're gonna do a diuretic the night before, so you could die. I mean, like,
Yeah, no,
if you
totally.
survive and you wake up, you're gonna be shredded, bro. I guarantee you, dry. So those type of things, yeah, I think if you're a coach and you haven't looked into it, if you're an old school coach, especially, you might want to look into it and see because there's a lot of other ways now that you can dry out competitors without basically cutting their water for days at a time. I don't think it's necessary.
I
So
think a lot of that came from. I might be wrong because I wasn't competing in the '90s. A lot of those guys would just over carb load and then just use the diuretic, get rid of the excess water, just to make sure they were full enough, and then pop the
sometimes,
diuretic,
yeah.
get the extra water off, and you're good.
What was really popular was a lot of guys would load and they would do a heavy front load. Yeah. So they would do a 3 day load. And then the first day, you might be doing, depending on the size, right, of the
Yeah,
person, you could do like 1,200 grams of carbs or something if you're a bigger guy
yeah.
on the first day. And then you go to like 800. And then the last day you do like 400. So you do a heavy front, middle, and then the last day is 400. But then sometimes if you're still flat, oh, let's bump it up to 800 again or whatever. And that's how a lot of guys would do it 3 days out. And then, the day of the show, you get up, see where you're at. If you need more, add in more. If not, you're good. I think that was a lot of people would load like that. And then the diuretic, everybody was doing diuretics. I mean, I think it was almost like it didn't matter whether you needed it or not. You were going to do a diuretic the night before. Like it was just,
The thing.
I don't even care. You're dry. You're looking good. Taking that diuretic the night before. That's just going to be what it is. And now I don't think it's necessary. Like you can look at somebody, you can see some people sometimes, yeah, maybe they do need it, and other people don't. You don't. It doesn't have to be a guaranteed thing that they should be taking it every time.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
and water now. I mean, yeah, just drink water. I mean, but time it. There's. I'm not gonna go through the whole water protocol right now, but yeah, you don't have to like not drink water for 2 days
Yeah, that's
or
kind of
have
insane.
8 ounces in 24 hours. Like I think that's a little extreme. You don't need to do that.
Adding on to that misconception, I think another thing that I learned the hard way that sometimes isn't necessary is to deplete before loading. If you've been dieting for 16, 20 weeks, you're fucking depleted. You're depleted. So
For
doing
sure.
these whole 3 days of circuits and dragging people down and stuff, you're just getting them deeper in the hole that they can't get out of in time. So you do need to assess how this person looks. Can you see the water? Do they look like shit? Are they flat, watery? Okay, you don't need to deplete them. In fact, start going in the other direction.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
Yeah, depleting is the thing. I mean, usually it's like 50 grams of carbs or less, like that was it, right? You gotta do 50 grams, no more than 50, say, and then that's going to be your deplete phase for three
a lot of
days.
circuit training and shit.
And then, yeah, or you could, right, some type of circuit, some type of
Circuit training,
upper.
yeah, but I've
Uh,
heard instances before where some coaches are, we're gonna do a depletion exercise reps into like the 50s, 75 reps
High
and
rep.
that's
high
crazy.
circuit training style. I'm like, yeah, we gotta get all the glycogen out of your muscle.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
What?
I know.
damn.
You've never trained like this, but now 6 days out, we're gonna do this.
Right when your body is the
Like, yeah,
most like,
that's crazy.
sensitive,
Yeah.
we're gonna do this crazy ass workout
Well, it is a gamble, right? They're
Yeah,
trying to get 3% better, right? For the possibility of getting 10% worse,
and adding 10% more stress.
Yeah.
for sure.
And trying to recover from all this in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Makes no
Yeah.
sense.
That's why don't do like I think I've said it before, like don't if you're getting ready for a show, it's really not the best idea to do some crazy things that you've never done literally the week before your show.
Or
It's
crazy ass cardio the day before the show or
oh,
2 days
that's
before the show and like causing all of this inflammation in your body and legs and then you can't recover from that because all of the stress and then you think, oh, inflammation, I need an ice bath. And then you just put all the water back underneath your skin and just
oh, that used to drive me
you're
crazy. And I'm not gonna name the coach because there was one coach in particular that I know that he did this with his clients and he would make them do cardio. And they would go literally all the way into the day before the show. They would come in here and I was like, "What are you doing here?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna do cardio." The coach said to do cardio, and I was like, "And you're competing tomorrow morning?" You're like, "Yeah, yeah." And I was like, and they're up there doing 45 minutes, an
no,
hour of
I have
cardio
them do like 10,
the
15
day
minutes
before.
so they can get the digestion
Right.
moving
Well,
and
that yeah,
like
you
the
see,
nerves,
Like
see
just
the
that
walking,
nerves
no,
like
out, but
walking.
getting a little
Yeah,
bit of a sweat,
walking,
yeah, like
sometimes
a little
even doing
bit.
like a 15-minute little workout just to kind of
yeah,
move real
with
light.
the blood
That I agree
around,
with.
yeah.
No, these guys are doing like the regular 45-minute,
All right.
maybe an hour of cardio the day before the show. And I was like, you realize this isn't gonna like burn more fat off
Yeah,
of you
the
the
work,
day before the show.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
what are you trying to do right now? Like, and the guy's like, well, my coach told me. And I was like, yeah, okay, well, whatever. I know let him go, but I was like, what? What is the thinking there? It's the day before.
I had a
It's too
few
late.
people inquire about doing cardio because they're like nervous about the show, and I was like, okay, just like 20 minutes. They ended up
It
not
kind of,
listening. They not listened. They did like 45 to an
yep,
hour. I'm like,
yep.
all
That's the
right, knock
problem with
yourself
it.
out. Knock
That's the
yourself out,
problem with
please.
it. Yep. Yep, that's the problem with that's why a lot of my competitors, if the show is on Saturday, honestly, and if they're on point, usually Tuesday is their last
Yeah,
day.
stay home.
I'm done. Tuesday's your last day cardio.
Put your
That's the
tan on and
latest.
stay
That's
home.
the latest. Tuesdays you're
yeah,
done. And we're usually lifting. I usually will have them lift up to maybe 2 days out, sometimes 3 days, depending. And then sometimes I'll come in the day before. I'll look at them like, all right, we're
Let's just
doing
pose
we're
and
doing
done.
posing, and then well, first I want you to do a 20-minute pump. Get in here. We're gonna do 20 minutes of just pumping. So we'll just get a nice pump going 20 minutes, and then we'll go up and pose. It gets the sweat kind of
Yeah,
going, makes them feel good,
yeah,
gets that
yeah,
adrenaline
for
moving.
sure.
Then they pose, then they look tight, they feel confident because now they're pumped.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
see the carbs have been working, right?
yeah, for
Like,
sure.
oh yeah, I look good, and then they're ready to
and
go.
you can see
Yeah.
whether or not you want to fill them up more
Yeah,
too.
if I want to film, right. If they did the 20 minute and then they come and I'm just flat, and I'm just like, oh, dude,
You
like
need more
you need
carbs.
more, bro. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
we got to start eating a little bit more,
Yeah.
So,
And with coaches too, like as I've never coached anybody, but I've just been somebody who's used coaches. You know what I mean? Like, I feel I don't want to say bad protocols. It's just different, and everybody's different. Different coaches I know do different things, but I'm a person who works better with a lot of carbs, and I know some people work better with very minimal carbs. But I feel when you get locked into a coach where it's like I'm only going to do it this way, and this is the way that I do it, and if you want to get on with me, then we're all going to do it like this. You know what I mean? I feel like a good coach can cater things. They're kind of like work with somebody to figure out what works best for them
mhm,
and not just be locked into this like single thing that they do with all of their clients.
yeah.
And this is exactly like this. You got to all do it like this. You know what I mean? Like I would eat so much carbs, you know what I mean? And Kenny would be over here not eating any carbs, you know what I mean? And we'd both
And
be just
everybody
shredded.
and everybody reacts differently,
Yeah, and
right?
we're both shredded to the
Yeah,
bone, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But Kenny's having like 40 a day and I'm eating 600. You know what I mean? I mean, which would you rather
Yeah,
do though? You know what I mean?
600.
yeah. I know.
600.
Oh, 600.
You
Dude,
probably
you know what
feel
I
like
mean?
shit either way, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Nah, dude, I was feeling good.
You were
I
feeling good?
I was
Yeah.
getting pumps. I was
Yeah,
feeling
you were
I
fucking
had
dry and
energy.
striated all the way
I
through.
had
Like
energy,
it
like,
was
you know what I mean?
freaky.
I was even talking to Adam about this. Like his coach is a fan of more food and more cardio than less cardio and less food.
I
You know what I
see.
mean? So I'd rather eat a little more, be mentally stable, not have that like binge cheat in the fucking
Mm,
candy section or something. You know what I mean? And
mm,
just feel good. Like, and then like, deplete a little bit before the show, obviously, you know what I mean? But sometimes if you're looking good, just keep doing the same thing
Yep.
and ride right into the show. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
yeah.
But like I feel like yeah, different coaches like some can cater things to people and other coaches can't, and you got to find what works best for you. And if your coach is making you do something that's making you not be able to function at work and you're fucking passing out, like literally like falling on the ground and fainting, like maybe you have the
You're
wrong
winning,
coach.
John. You're winning
Yeah.
if you do that.
Yeah.
You're winning. You're
Yeah, right.
earning it.
Yeah,
You don't
right.
realize that
You
that's how
have to
you win.
suffer, embrace the suffer.
When
Yeah.
you
Yes,
go
the
up there and
Yeah.
you get your first place trophy and you go, yeah,
and pass out.
I passed out 3 times during this prep.
Yeah,
I
right.
almost crashed my car twice. I'm getting a divorce. Well, maybe not. We'll see after tonight.
And
But
I'm
yeah,
claiming bankruptcy after
first I know
Trying to
I'm
claim
claiming
bankruptcy.
bankruptcy. I'm
Right.
late on all my
my
all my
car's
cards, all
repoed.
my credit cards. I'm
Yeah.
late, but it's okay because I won the overall,
I won
and I feel good right
at a
now.
state level show.
And
Yeah.
you know what? I'm
Yeah.
joking, but I'm actually being like that
Yeah.
shit. That
Yeah.
high is so high, you
Yeah.
literally are like, fuck it, man. I won that
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah.
And then the next week, you're all depressed because now reality hits. You're like,
Yeah.
shit, I gotta go pay my bills and
Yeah.
shit.
And then you start
And
posting all the old pictures. Like you
And
don't really even look
everybody
like
stopped
that.
caring that you
yeah,
won.
Yeah.
and nobody
Yeah.
gives a shit.
And you're like,
Nobody asks you
yeah.
anymore. Nobody
'Cause,
congratulates you
that's the thing
anymore
too, is
after
like,
like a week.
I even do it. I fucking still do it. You know what I mean? But it's like, a lot of bodybuilders, they get mentally, so like they're in the off season, the show's over, that whole adrenaline thing is done. There's new people training for a new show and they're
It's the post contest.
they're posting, yeah, they're posting
Post-con.
about their stuff and you're looking at them, you're like, oh, throwback Thursday to when I was shredded
Yeah.
to the book. And they're like, they keep living off the past. And it's
Yeah,
like, to
yeah.
me, you're only as good as your last show. So it's
Yeah.
like, dude, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm guilty of it too, but I mean, yeah, you're only as good as that last show,
I
dude.
usually tell guys, post your photos and shit that weekend after. Monday,
Yeah.
start thinking about tomorrow.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't want you 3 months into a prep posting about the last fucking
Yeah,
contest.
you want to focus on the future. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Get
I see
better.
this one. Gonna beat this guy. Getting ready to beat this person.
It's
This
them,
girl.
dude.
And
They
it's
don't
them.
do that. It's them. It's them.
Yeah.
It's from their last show.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Oh, man.
I'm 2 weeks out from beating this guy. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's
That's you,
that's
bro.
cringe,
That's
but
honorable.
I
That's
get
you,
it.
bro.
That's you, bro.
Was that
I
Jed?
get it, but I fucking hate when people do that.
yeah.
I am not training you to beat yourself. I'm training you to
No, you
beat everybody else on
beat the
stage.
best
So if you're not
package.
ready for that, don't fucking come over here.
Yeah.
Like I beat myself. You still fucking came in fifth.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
I love it. Yeah, you beat yourself in fifth. And what place did you come in last year? Fifth last year too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I-
gonna
how many
beat,
people?
I'm gonna beat
5.
this package.
Oh,
I want-
that's a burn.
That's what I do.
I want your mentality to be
Zing.
that you're coming here to train to beat everybody else.
Yeah,
Yes,
for
thank
sure.
you.
Yeah,
That is funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I get why people say that. And if it drives you, if it keeps you focused, then I understand why you're going to say
they
that.
want to beat their package.
You beat the package. Man, that packet, why does that's so irritating. But did we ever find out the origin of that?
No,
We
I
never
thought you
did.
were gonna do
Actually,
some
I was
research
gonna do
on that.
research and I kind of
Right.
just blew it off.
All
We
right.
still gotta find out where the package
For
comes from.
myself, as far as protocols, communication, and so on and so forth, I'm gonna say it again. I've said it many times before, especially as a female bodybuilder or whatever division, female division that you are partaking in. If your coach is giving you man-sized PED doses, you
Mm.
and you not question it, and you're like, oh, okay, and just take it without doing your own research and questioning your coach like, oh, what is this, what kind of effects will this cause? I mean, virilization, beard,
Mm.
acromyalgia, acne, and enlarged clitoris, and so on and so forth down the road.
For real.
If you're not communicating with your coach about taking these PEDs or any type of adverse reactions you are getting, like sensitivity or hair growth in places that don't belong, um yeah, that's problematic for me.
Mm.
Sure.
We see a lot more and more because social media is abundant where these female voices, they're beginning to sound like Mahu drag queens, and it's bad.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's
It's like
bad.
they look super pretty, and then it's like,
Yeah.
hi guys. You're like, oh,
Or like,
Oh, that.
that too.
like they're trying
Well,
to,
Or their low
because
voice
they're
yeah,
too.
trying
they're trying to
to
make it,
they're trying to hide it,
yeah,
right?
they're trying to
So it
hide the
comes out
voice.
squeaky.
Yeah,
Like, hi, well, so
you sound like a
I've been
gremlin.
prepping for
Yeah.
16 weeks now. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
weird. You're like, oh my God. So
it's almost
if
like
she
they're,
talks normal, it's
Well,
probably pretty
yeah,
deep, right?
yeah,
on social media you hear it a lot, and then or like even it's bad when you're in at a show and they're yelling and you can hear the female voice cracking, yelling for their friend or their client or whatever. It's like, whoa, back down off of, like, throttle back down off of the shit.
mhm. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of like that's a very good point. Is like, if your coach isn't concerned about your health first and foremost, you know what I mean? Like making sure that you're healthy. If he's just trying to like, yeah,
John, winning
yeah,
is
And I
winning,
will
John.
say it again and again and again. If you are going to be dabbling in the PEDs, blood work is very important that you maintain to do. I mean, every 3 months at minimum if you're going to be dabbling.
I agree. Mel,
yeah,
Mel, what do you think though about this? Like, and I'm sure you've met people like this. They they don't care. Like, there's females that are like, they're not too concerned. They're like, I'm fucking training. I want to win. Like, I'm trying to win. I'm in it to win it.
Okay,
I've put in the
fuck it.
years. I'm just like, whatever.
Let's go.
Let's
let's
Like,
go.
go.
what do you think about that?
Rock
Yeah.
out with your cock out. Let's go.
Like, okay.
I
Yeah,
think if
do
you're
it.
planning on
Her
going
nickname is going to
pro,
be Trembolina.
Trembolina,
We're going to call you Trembolina from now on.
Trembolina.
Yeah, I mean, if do
Hey
whatever you got to
guys.
do to win, if that's your
Because there
mentality,
are there are
there are
women and men.
women.
There's guys that
Yeah,
are
for
like, I
sure.
don't care. Throw everything at me, dude. I'm
Yeah,
ready to
Yeah,
load. Like,
yeah.
then
Oh, what I'm supposed
that's
to take one, I'm
fine.
gonna take two. Fuck it.
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
how much did your coach say to take? Well, he said to take 400 mgs, but dude, I'm doing 600.
yeah.
Like, what? Like, yeah, why not? Like, there's guys like that,
4,
Yeah.
6, same thing.
4, 6,
Yeah,
whatever,
right.
dude. Fill up the syringes, bro.
Yeah,
He told
right.
me just fill them all up. So,
I've had
yeah.
women come in, sometimes guys too, and they'll come in for a consultation, and I'll see them. And my assessment already is okay. If this person just works out and acts less fat than they are now, like by that I mean make some better decisions than you're making now when you go out to eat, they're going to be okay. They're going to make some changes.
Mm.
And the first thing they tell you is their previous coach had them taking like Clint and Anavar and stuff. And I'm like, but you're just trying to lose like 20 pounds just to fit in your fucking dress for your anniversary.
Yeah.
Like, why in the
Oh, they're
fuck are you
running
taking?
gear?
Yeah, and I'm like,
Wow.
like your last coach will have them taking all this stuff.
That's crazy.
I was like, so you're not even competing, and they're having you take all this just to drop 20 pounds. Which me looking at you, clearly this is an easy task with just eating right and training.
Yeah.
What kind of diet? What? And then it'll either be, well, I didn't get a diet, or it'll be one of those starvation diets for only being on gear would keep any muscle as you do it.
Mm.
Dude.
And it's like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, I don't understand that. If somebody's lifestyle client, and I mean, you're throwing a lot of gear at them. I don't agree with that.
Yeah. Totally.
Like,
For what? Yeah.
even if they agree to it, like, I just don't.
what does that say about you as a coach, though, that you can't get 20 pounds off that woman
That's what I'm saying. I
that's
mean,
already overweight without putting her on a bunch of shit?
Right.
right,
They're like, okay,
Peptides, there's retatrutide.
right.
Yeah.
there we go.
The
Hey, you
plan
know
is,
what? That I gotta agree with her on that one, because that's available. That is available, and it's not gonna
I would
turn you
I would rather
into a
advise
man.
them trying to do some type of GOP.
Yeah,
GIP, glucagon
or
agonist
anabolics,
versus anabolics, unless you're taking
yeah, you don't
HRT or
need,
TRT for
right,
those means
right.
necessary.
Yeah, you guys don't need anabolics if you're just trying to lose some pounds, just lose some weight. I mean, seriously,
That's
you
the
really
like
don't.
easiest thing for a coach though if they want to lose weight, right? Just be like, yo, man, just go buy a little packet of Clen,
Yeah,
and then make his whole life a lot easier. You know what I mean? Not saying that's a good
right.
thing, but it's like with the coach in his mind, it's probably like, oh, it's just gonna be easy. She's gonna be taking Clen.
A
Just
lot
have
of
her do
the
some cardio.
lifestyle clients for 20 pounds, I mean, it's just primarily diet at
Yeah,
that point. You
hundred
clean up
percent
their diet, they're gonna drop weight
for
Yeah,
quick.
sure.
clean up within the first month. I mean, you probably drop 7 to 10 pounds
Yeah.
Yeah,
most of the time,
I feel like if you even just stop drinking soda, if you're a soda drinker, you see a little bit of a change
or
Soda,
immediately.
alcohol,
alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol
wine.
Hmm.
especially.
A
Oh
lot
my
of
god.
lifestyle clients, you'll find out, oh, I have 1 glass or 2 glasses of wine every night.
Yeah,
You're
that's
like,
crazy.
oh, okay, well, how about
That's
this?
that's
At
the
the
We're
end of the
problem.
cutting that.
week,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
adds up to how many glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
How
yeah.
about
bottle.
you have 1 glass on Saturday night? That's
Right.
it. We're doing that for now. Like,
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure. And that's the one thing too. I remember when I was like in shape and people were asking me like, "Oh man, I'm trying to get in shape." Like, oh, I was like, what's your diet like? Do you drink? That was one of the first things I asked them. Do you drink alcohol? Oh yeah, maybe like 4 or 5 nights a week. I have some beers after work. Oh, well, there you go, man. You got to stop that before you want to even start to get in shape.
I mean,
It's
I know
like,
I talked about
yeah.
finances before for like lifestyle clients as well to drop some pounds. Pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, and jogging, running is free.
totally,
Yeah.
I agree.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Oh, burpees too. Don't forget.
Jumping jack
right.
You
burpees,
know,
jump rope.
I think the burpees
Got to
thing
get
is
the
like
heart
a,
rate up.
it's like a, I see it, on like YouTube. It's a lot of, you see these guys doing the burpee thing. And I think it happens in jail, right? A lot of guys
Yes,
in
it's a
Yeah,
jail
jail,
they
thing.
they
do a
do
set
Yeah.
and
burpees.
they hit their
And
stomach
so
and
it's
then
like a
like,
big thing
yeah,
on the internet. Guys are like
yeah,
really showing the burpee thing. Like,
yeah,
and I'm just like, burpees, I mean, they're tiring. Don't get me
yeah.
wrong,
Hmm.
but
I think it's
it's very
always so
popular.
funny though. Like when they come up and they jump with their hands in the air and they go, like I don't know.
Yeah.
That part of the burpee like cracks me up. I don't know. Seeing
Well,
them
they
just
used to have them
seeing like a
clap
grown like big man and he's like
and they clap.
jumps with his hands in the air and I mean I know that's how you do it,
Right.
but it's just kind of
It's
comical
supposed,
to me.
it's like this,
They got to
right?
be
Yeah,
cool and gangster about it,
Yeah.
especially the ones that
Well,
came
the
from
guys,
prison.
yeah, they do.
how would the ones they do it like this, right? Yeah,
Yeah, they
they do
hit
it.
their abs
Boom,
and
boom,
yeah.
boom. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's like
ones
oh
in the
man,
prison.
yeah,
Because they have a competition now outside. It's like a burpee competition.
really.
Oh yeah, no, they have it
I mean
on.
I've
They
done
do it
burpees
somewhere.
recently and
But these
that
guys are
kicked
all
my
like
ass.
ex-cons and shit.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
If you
Man.
got a lot of time on your hands in jail, yeah, you're probably gonna get good at burpees and push-ups.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I
yeah,
feel like
why not?
switching levels
Yeah.
like that, though, is, I mean, good functionally for like certain type of athletic
Hey
performance
man,
type things.
cardio.
You know what I mean?
It's
Yeah.
cardio.
I feel, yeah,
Freaking what? Sarah Connor got jacked in prison and was to
Well, she
Terminator
was doing
2.
pull-ups, I think.
yeah,
She
Yeah.
was doing
yeah,
pull-ups on the
Right.
door, right? Or something.
Because remember in the
Yeah.
first movie, she just looked like some soft-bodied
Yeah.
little young lady.
She
Then you
was
see her in Terminator 2, and you're like, what the
They do
fuck?
the close-up on her and they're zooming
Yeah.
out and she's just
Just
like
doing
doing the
pull-ups on
pull-up like
herself.
yeah.
this. Her arms are all jacked.
No, bro, she motivated me to go.
Became a
Yeah,
freaking
hell yeah.
mercenary over
sure.
Do
to
you
She
guys,
motivated me.
Mel,
Yeah.
do you think that that she was on PEDs in that movie?
No,
She's
she's
that
too
too
movie?
small.
skinny.
She was
She was just
small.
really lean.
Yeah.
No,
I feel like
but
she
Maybe
starved
I
if
herself.
don't
anything,
know.
maybe
I
like
don't know, man.
HGH
I
or
don't think
something.
she's
hey, it
on
was the
anything.
90s,
But she
man.
was
Because
trying to save
HGH
us
was
from the
big back
AI,
then.
Yeah.
dude. In that movie, they're trying to she was trying to get that AI robot hand, right?
Yeah,
Because the
yeah,
AI was going
yeah.
to take over the world, and the robots were like going to
The
take over.
robot.
So she
Yeah,
had to
but
destroy the
as far as
hands.
using
Yeah.
gear
You know
for
what I
her
mean?
look, I don't know. She was small
Oh,
Yeah,
though.
she
she
was very
was.
tiny,
Yeah.
but she was ripped. I gave her that
Yeah,
much.
she
She
was
was ripped.
shredded.
Speaking of AI, here's a tip for you guys. When using Chat GPT, say please and thank you. So that
Bro.
when they do take over the world, they'll be like, you know what? This guy is pretty nice. We're gonna let him go.
Yeah, I agree.
So
That's
even
that's a good
speaking as
point.
body type and females, like what about Angela Bassett? She's always like lean and
She
pretty
was
shredded.
pretty
She's got
amazing
like
in
nice
her
shoulders and
What's
arms
Love
and
Got to
stuff.
Do with It?
Like
Yeah.
That she
a
was
lot of
jacked
her
in that
movies.
movie.
I mean, I
That was
can't
the
say like,
best
oh,
one.
she used gear for the. No, she was always like that. So I mean,
Yeah,
might be an
well,
anomaly.
she's also black. She's got great genetics, obviously.
Yeah,
Let's be honest. She has good genetics, man. Like she has that build to me like a sprinter, She got that sprinter build.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's the body type to
what
me.
do you think about that? Like, what was her name? Grace Jones. Grace
Grace
Jones.
Jones
She
as
was
well
kind of
too.
in
Oh
shape,
She's
yeah,
right?
Grace
damn near
Jones is
shape
always
too.
jacked.
Yeah, she was
Okay, talk
jacked.
about genetics though. I
There we
mean,
go.
Yeah,
There,
right.
I mean, there's genetic again.
Yeah,
I don't even think Grace Jones lifted weights.
yeah.
I mean, so
She
So
had that.
speaking of AI as well and contest prepping and meals and all of that, like AI is a very, very good source of information had you need, but I would still consult with other coaches and see what they think about your AI program, speaking about programming. And yeah, like Jed said, please say thank you, please, and be nice to it. Because
Yes.
yeah, when they do take over the road, they might spare our lives.
Yep. Right.
Maybe, because I know there's a lot of you can get full workouts on AI
Absolutely.
now.
And meal
You
Yeah.
can
preps and
create a
like
whole
Yeah,
thing,
ideas
for
and
sure.
right?
everything that'll fall
Yeah.
within macronutrient profiles. So,
You
there's a
can
lot.
even upload pictures to Chat GPT and they'll tell you you need less carbs tomorrow. Like type stuff for
It's
real.
kind
Like
of funny. No, I
Upload a
I've
picture and be
I've
like,
heard
yeah.
I
of
want
it.
to look like this. And they'll tell you to do 3 cc's.
They'll be like, "Hey, you need another 3 cc's of
Right.
trend, like right now."
Or they'll just be like, "Sorry, bro, never gonna happen." It's like that'd be
Sorry, bro, not gonna happen.
sorry, you're never gonna look like that.
Oh my God. But yeah,
Well, doesn't Google own Chat GPT, or
there's
is
a
it part of it?
lot of chat stuff out there
There's a
now.
few. There's like DeepSeek, I think, is a
Yeah. And there's
China-owned
one
or
from
something.
Sesame or something like
That was
that.
probably the good
So
one.
Sesame AI.
that's
The
right.
China.
Well,
The
because
China one's the good one.
they're gonna allow you to
Yeah.
ask
All kinds of
other
stuff.
questions.
Yeah.
Because ChatGPT, if you ask it certain questions, it's gonna give you like a political correct answer.
Yeah. China will tell
Yeah.
you the aliens are under the earth for
Yeah,
sure.
right.
Yeah.
Or just use Elon's unhinged grok.
What is it?
Elon's his grok, the
Yeah.
unhinged
Oh,
one,
I
it
never
swears
used it.
back at you and everything
Oh, I
too.
never used it. Oh, I'm getting on that one. Grok, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, have you tried it? Yeah.
He sampled it on X, and he was just like laughing. I mean,
I want to do that. I wanna
yeah,
sit
it's
It'll
down.
bust your
unhinged.
balls if you
It
set it
says like
up.
I like it.
it like swears back at you and calls you names, like tells you dumb shit
That's
for
cool.
asking these fucking questions or whatever. It's
Oh,
hilarious.
really?
Yeah,
Has a whole personality
it has
going.
a whole personality, and Elon just laughs about it. He's like, oh yeah,
It's like
just
we
made
made
this
this
thing.
thing.
So I
Freaking
make millions
Elon,
of
man.
people feel bad every day now.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
So,
I don't think AI is going to actually take over the world, but the people who run the AI and know how to use AI will actually end up running the world more than just AI.
mm,
Yeah, for sure. Because you're gonna have to hire people to maneuver the AI and run the AI
I
for sure
mean,
on the
not to
back
get off
end.
this whole bodybuilding rant as well. I mean, my heart's out to you for the people who are losing these benefits, especially the ones who need it the most, not the ones that are taking advantage of it. Um, how do you guys feel in regards to like helping out our neighbors versus, you know, uh, helping our foreign
are you
countries?
talking about Israel? What are you talking about? Because I'm going to say it. You talking about Israel?
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
talking
we're going to go
our
there.
neighbors,
Don't
like
worry. We only get about 50 views, so they're not going to care if we talk about them. Shit. I mean, it's bullshit to me to help. 100%. We need to be helping the people who live in the United States
mhm,
first and foremost.
Yeah.
100%.
legal
I don't care
people.
about, and I'm not just talking about Israel, about because we help a lot of people out, right? It's all over the world. Yeah, no, I think we need to be helping our citizens first and foremost.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like we have enough problems here, in our own country, and we're constantly trying to fix other people's problems and we can't even fix our own. You know what I mean? And when we go into these countries that we're trying to fix and help out, supposedly, or like we're going to go in here and do this regime change, like the country ends up blown up and torn apart.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So it's like, I
it's
don't know.
crazy.
Eventually, like, we should start focusing on ourselves instead of everything around the world, I feel. It's kind of like, if I'm a coach and you're a coach and I have a client and you have a client, but I'm not going to help my client. I'm going to help your client,
Yeah.
but he's paying me, he's paying me the taxes, but I'm
Right,
going to help your client instead
right.
achieve his goal.
It's
This
interesting.
guy, I mean, he's my client. Yeah, and I care about him, but I'm going to help this guy instead. And I feel like that's how like a lot of the veterans feel. That's how a lot of these homeless people feel. Because I feel like in cities there are like homeless people watching the illegal migrants get cards with money on it and cell phones and be in hotels. And they're like, man, this guy's getting to stay at this nice hotel. Like I'm
Mm.
still living on the street. So it's like, I don't know. Personal opinion.
Jed, did you have an opinion on it?
I agree.
Like the reason why I bring it up, not bodybuilding related, but we did bring up many times before on the shows talking about mental health and like helping our neighbors first. So I don't know, this might be a reach, but I don't have a lot to offer. Neither do all of we, but then if you guys do need some help or even like we could get you a hot meal or something, don't be shy.
Yeah, we'll put Mel's phone number right down here. You can call her 24 hours a day.
Even if you need somebody to talk to, he talks a lot, so
Yeah.
he
Well,
can help.
you guys heard of Chat GPT. Well, we have Mel EBT. So
I
Mel
said I don't
we
got a
EBT.
we
lot.
have
Yeah,
Chat
right.
GPT. We got Mel EBT.
Yeah,
Just
I
call
can
her.
lend you an ear.
She can give you,
So can
extra
John.
scoop mac
yeah,
salad. Hey, it's all good.
yep,
Like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, and that's the thing too. Like, there's no reason why people in this country should be hungry, right? I mean,
yeah,
seriously.
for sure.
I mean, just look how much food is being wasted in this
Yeah,
country every day. Like,
yeah,
it's
no, totally.
crazy how much food gets wasted, let alone now you got people out there starving. We have all this drug issue, the homelessness issue, mental health issue. There's just it's crazy. Yet we're over here funding
Yeah,
all these countries.
the
Hmm.
drugs are out
And
of control now too. Yeah, that whole fentanyl
the drug.
thing,
Oh
and
yeah,
it's coming from like
the whole lean.
illegally into the country somehow, maybe through the border where everybody walked through, the past 4 years. But yeah, I feel like that's a huge thing too now is that drug problem in America. I feel
Oh, we've been
yeah,
cracking, we've been doing some pretty good busts lately.
yeah,
But
But
I mean,
seriously, that's why we come here, back to the whole mental health thing. We come here to, like, even if it's just an hour in our day to, purge whatever woes that we have by lifting weights. I mean, we never know who might need help, even if it was just an ear to
mhm,
listen,
right.
so by all
We're gonna have a
means,
bodybuilding
don't be
hotline.
shy.
yeah.
You can call
And
anytime.
there's a lot of services out there, but I think some people just don't know.
Hmm.
They just don't know where to look. And there's a lot of
Or they're
services.
shy, they're
Dude, you
shamed
know what
or
we
Right.
should
whatever.
do?
Right. That's a big one, I
Hmm.
think.
Yeah.
People are
Hmm.
embarrassed,
Yeah, for sure. And that's the
you
thing
know.
though, is like I feel like, like I mean, those kind of things, people can keep them anonymous. You don't have to like be, oh man, like that's why that whole videotaping people and
Oh
like
my God.
it kills me, man. Cause sometimes, dude, like I helped a couple people recently. I could have videotaped it and like been like, I gave this homeless guy a bottle of water and a protein bar, you know what I mean? But I just did it and but that whole like, yeah, I feel like
Oh, you mean
yeah,
when
because
it's filmed? Yeah.
yeah, I feel like people are embarrassed about it, like you said. They're ashamed of it, so it's like why put them on blast like that? But I think it'd be cool.
Some of
Like,
it's good. I mean, I
yeah,
like some of the shows, some
yeah. I
of the
mean, I like seeing
stories.
it too, but I mean,
Yeah.
if as long as the person in the video is cool, that looking all
Yeah, yeah,
broken,
yeah.
homeless, you know what I mean? Then that's if they feel like kind of like, oh man, I'm gonna be on the
Yeah.
internet
I
all
I had
broken,
one of like
homeless.
the biggest slaps in the face. There was this one gal. It looked
Yeah,
like she was pregnant or whatever. She came up to me one evening. I was coming out of the store. She's like, "Hey sis, you think I could get some help?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah. I come with me in the store." And I picked out groceries and food and like
Oh
some
wow.
stuff for her to drink. Like she had two grocery bags for her to hold. I had another two grocery bags for her to have and stuff like that. And then she met up with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend, I gave him like the groceries and stuff like that. And I was like, "Hey, have a good night." He looked at me. He's like, "Oh, I never liked this." I was like,
What?
"Why didn't you say
wow,
you just wanted money for drugs?
yeah,
You could
right,
have spared me.
yeah,
Oh.
You
right,
could have spared me all this
Oh.
fucking
He
groceries."
didn't even
No.
want it. Wow.
No, they wanted money for drugs. They should have said so. I mean, not like I would have gave it to them.
Right.
Maybe if they were, because they might have been honest. Like, hey, I just want to hit, or whatever.
yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
I would have.
interesting.
I feel like
But
we should start something for like bodybuilders who are homeless. If there are any, if you need help with your meal preps, we can get you some chicken. You know what I mean? Or
You're
like, you know what I
hey,
mean? We can
chicken and
get you a
turkey's
little rice. You
expensive,
know what I
man.
mean? Like we can hopefully help you out somehow. You know
you're
what I mean?
prepping and
Yeah,
you're
and we keep
homeless.
you
Wow.
anonymous. So when you're in the show, nobody knows that we gave
But
you all
I'm
your
gonna
meal
jump in on
preps.
That's
that
hardcore.
You know?
anonymous myself
Yeah,
if you
right.
keep it.
That's hardcore,
I
man.
could use free prep.
Homeless but doing the
Yeah.
show.
Or if you
Wow.
could just like like quit your job for the bodybuilding show, get on EBT, and then you get $1,500 every month for
Well,
meal
like
prep
all of that
food.
got cut, right?
Mm.
So,
Yeah,
like I
right.
was saying, all of that got
Yeah,
cut.
exactly.
So,
That's terrible.
my heart's out to the people who need it.
Yeah, man. I've seen people on Instagram
What do
flipping
you
out about
guys
it.
think? We'll go with this EBT because in the mainland they call it SNAP too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
SNAP, EBT. And I've been seeing this a lot because the government shutdown right now. And there's a lot of people that are on SNAP, EBT, and they're not getting their money, right? And there was a lot. I've seen a lot of people. There was black people. They were saying, "Oh, we're gonna go in there and we're just gonna take what we want." And there was some of them were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna take white people's money or something." It was really weird. I was like, "What's going on?" So it became a race thing a little bit. But they were literally saying like, yeah, if you don't give me my money, I don't care. I'm going in that store and I'm taking what I want. And I'm like, these people even have a job, right?
Yeah.
They don't even have a job, and they think that that's their money. Like, you need to be giving me my money, even though you do nothing for it.
Yeah, and that's the whole kind of like debate I feel on that topic is like, like, are we just enabling these people? Are they not trying to get off of it? Like, I mean, I feel like that program is good for people, who honestly are in a hard spot, or like you're in a temporary hard spot and you're trying to get to this, level of life and you just needed a little assistance, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I feel like some people get locked in and it's a generational thing. It's like their parents had it, now they got it, their kids is gonna have it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like they just get locked into this like one way of living.
It's
Yeah,
dude, it's like I said, it's the ghetto
yeah,
mentality, right?
yeah,
It's this ghetto mentality, this ghetto
yeah.
thinking. And it's interesting because it always ends up becoming race too. For some reason,
Yeah,
it always ends up turning into a race thing.
yeah. Because there's white people on
Yeah,
EBT and Snap too, man. There's like, you
I
ever go to
know.
West Virginia? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
no,
Jed knows
it's
about
not just
West
black,
Virginia.
it's black and white. But
There's some poor ass white people over there. Yeah,
I mean,
it's
you're not
so
supposed to. It's there for like assistance for you to get back on your feet. And it's not for you to take advantage of. I wouldn't know. I don't.
well, they're living off of it,
Yeah,
and
that's
their
the whole
plan is to
problem.
never get off of it, right?
I mean, there's been
Yeah.
instances you see on Instagram where like a mom has 6 kids and how am I supposed to pay for my BMW? And you're like, how the fuck are you supposed to pay for your BMW? What?
yeah, right.
That's
Right?
crazy.
I gotta spend money on that now. But yeah, I feel like it's just one of those things where yeah, if you get too comfortable with it, yeah, it becomes this thing that you just expect, and
Yeah.
when
You feel entitled.
when you rely on the government too much, like that's why they say grow your own food, do all this stuff. When you rely on the government for literally like the foundational things of life, for your shelter, your clothing, and your food, those are like foundational elements of life. And if only the government can provide that for you and you can't provide it for yourself, you're screwed. You know what I mean?
And then you're forced to only vote one way because you want to keep getting it.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And you're just
Mm-hmm.
locked
You're
into
forced
into the
to vote
matrix.
one
You know what I
way,
mean?
and we are slowly walking in socialism and Marxism. If you guys don't realize that, there was this post that I'll keep it anonymous, but they said the problem isn't 42 million people losing Snap, it's that 42 million people are on Snap. And if
It's
you
Right.
true.
think about it, like, wow,
Yeah.
that's a heck
Yeah.
It's 42 million?
Yeah.
perspective, right?
Wow.
That's
Okay.
That's how
crazy.
much free handouts we've been giving out,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. At least it's to our own people though. But
Yeah, I mean, right. At least
but
that's going to the
still.
people in our
But yeah,
community,
that's kind of crazy because you wonder how
but
much money
But
that equals out to because
if you're
42 million times
fully
that by
capable,
right.
able body
yeah,
of working, like
for
you
sure.
should
Like
try,
what
you
percentage of
know?
those people are capable of working, right?
Yeah. And the
Right.
terrible thing about places like Hawaii is the cost of living so high. So sometimes the people who like if you were living in a cheaper state and you didn't need like I don't qualify for those kind of benefits, but like I'm sometimes scraping by, you know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
it's so expensive out here. Well, these dudes are just like getting lobster in line, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, dang, dude, like it's almost more beneficial to be like broke, you know what I mean? Because you
To be
can
a
take
part of the
advantage of the
system.
system, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, like I don't know, is it better to just
Oh, I see what you're
you
saying.
know what I
Because
mean?
if you're barely scraping by, you're like, well, I could
Yeah.
be broke, and then I don't have to work all those
Yeah, I
hours,
could just
and I
go.
could just still scrape
I'll do a
by.
part-time thing. Yeah, and then,
Right.
and then I'll get all this money for
But I get
food.
it all for free.
Yeah, and I'm not
Right.
now. I'm less stressed. And I can
Yeah.
maybe I can buy a gold
You
chain. You know what
can
I mean? Like,
you can
like
prep for like a show now and
yeah,
You can
prep
stuff.
for a
Yeah.
drive a lifted
show.
Toyota.
Yeah,
Spend your money on
grab some
trend.
gear.
We should go
Yeah.
back to government peanut butter and cheese broke.
Oh man, I remember that. They was a bread, cheese, and peanut butter, right?
Yeah.
Those were the three items they would give you, right?
That's
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
The big, and it was like blank. The bread just had like a white label on it. It
It's
was
like
like
worse than
bread,
prison food.
white bread. It said or something. Yeah, and then the peanut butter. Oh, it all had white labels on it. I remember
Yeah,
that. White labels.
that's funny.
Yeah. That was the
I'm
thing.
glad to see a lot of these churches are participating in like food bank stuff. You know, they
Yeah.
have lines
Feed
for
the
people to
homeless and
come in
stuff.
and yeah. So I do see a lot of people, especially the elderly people lining up at these churches for food, from the farms. They get fresh produce and such. So,
And they have
yeah.
the food bank here, which is
Mm-hmm.
pretty big, I guess. It's a big warehouse.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff in there.
I know in Aina, you probably see it, Jed, that long
Yeah,
line to the church.
that's the one. One of them.
Yeah.
There's two.
The one across the street from me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kalani on Ole Highway, right on the
Yeah.
main
Right on the
highway.
highway.
like
Yeah, it's just like occasionally there'll just be this long line going to the highway, but they're all turning
it's
into the church.
after 1 o'clock. Yeah,
And
Yeah,
they're
come
doing
around, they
that for
come,
what?
they come out.
Because of food? They're getting free
Yeah,
yeah,
free
food?
food.
it's for the elderly or people who need it because there's so much that they kind of just welcome everybody at that point.
Oh, so
So they
anybody.
they let the
Yeah.
older
Oh,
people go in first,
I
like
see.
the beginning of the hours, and then it's free to
And
everybody
what do you,
else.
I mean,
Nothing.
what are they giving though? Like they're just giving out
Yeah,
Produce
some
just
and
different
all
things?
kinds
vegetables,
of
Oh,
yeah.
bread.
interesting.
And
Okay.
they give you bags and
Yeah,
boxes of
Oh,
shit.
so
yeah,
you just roll up and they give you a whole thing of
yeah.
it
You just
and
roll
then
Yeah.
your
just the
window
next
down, they
bar.
just hand it to you, take it, and drive off.
And there's no questions.
No
No
Oh,
questions
wow.
questions.
asked.
So
No,
you could roll up in like a
yeah,
2025 BMW and they'll just be
Yeah.
like, here,
oh
here you
yeah,
go.
for
Well,
sure,
this is Hawaii Kai.
definitely.
There's not some
Oh, this is
people.
Hawaii Kai. So
This is
you
Hawaii
got
Kai.
some Mercedes and Beamers rolling in there. I
Yeah,
know.
Yeah.
for sure. Hey man, sometimes the richest people are the most frugal with their money. You'll
That's
trip.
how they
You know what I
stay
mean?
rich. I mean, my
Yeah,
dad and his wife helps one of the churches out in Waianae, and he says there's so much food. There's more than enough for everybody that they end up like whoever's been helping, they just
Give it to them.
give it
Yeah.
to them and tell them
Yeah.
to disperse it to their families.
It's
There's a
crazy
lot.
how much food it is. That's
Yeah,
out.
sometimes
Yeah.
I think it's a waste because, there's
Right.
not enough people that know, or they're so shame and embarrassed to
Right.
go
That's
through
what I'm
these lines.
saying. That's what
Like,
I'm
dude, it's
saying.
free food
yeah. Or even
for
like
the
there shouldn't be any grocery store or Costco like throwing away a ton of food. Like why wouldn't there should be some kind of program to get that all together and give it to some homeless people?
Yeah,
Is there?
there is.
I would see maybe like
Well, because
some
they could get
restaurant stuff,
sued.
but like like groceries, like I don't know.
Yeah, but they could get sued is why.
throw it in
Yeah.
the trash, but not lock it.
Well, it's
Yeah,
not just homeless
right.
people, right?
Yeah.
But it's about getting sued because if it's expired or if
That
it's
makes
after the
sense. You
date,
get
like,
sick or
and then they're
something.
held liable, right?
Yeah.
So
'Cause
they
you
can't
gave
give
it
it,
to
but then
them.
they just throw it away, right?
Yes.
They
Oh, it's
destroy
a
it, which is
catch
crazy.
22.
They
Yeah.
destroy it.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like 7-Eleven over here, I go there sometimes and I'll see them. They'll have it's usually they use the clear bags, the clear trash bags, and big with all those meals that they sell.
Yeah.
It'll be a whole bag of all of them. They'll throw it in the garbage can.
Crazy.
Yep, because they're all expired, and it's a whole
Right before
big bag of it.
expiration, they just should hand it out to the homeless
Yeah,
people since
right.
they're gonna throw it away
That's what I'm
anyway, right?
Right.
saying. Like if
Yeah.
it's gonna
Right
expire,
before
yeah,
expiration.
the day
Like give
before,
them 2 hours
right?
for
Yeah.
expiration
But they'd
time.
rather throw it away.
Yeah.
And then I have seen homeless people sometimes if they can get in there, they'll see them throw it away, and then they'll get in there, and they'll take the bag out and they'll go through it.
And give them to
You
their
know,
friends.
yeah, and hand them. Yeah, I have seen that before. They'll kind of watch, so it's still fresh, right?
Fried
They'll
chicken
watch and
bento.
they'll take it out.
If you guys ever found yourself falling on some hard times, where would you find yourself to take shelter, find food, and a shower?
You're
Hmm.
asking us
Yeah,
personally?
Yeah.
I mean, I have
absolutely.
family and
No,
friends, but
man,
Yeah.
hard times,
oh,
hard
you mean
times.
like you're just like
Yeah,
down
down
and
in the
out?
dumps, and you're too embarrassed to go like
Do I
ask
have a
your
car?
family.
Yeah. Do I have a car?
No
I
car.
mean,
No
how
car.
hard is it? Do I
Shopping
have a
cart,
car? I don't have
shopping.
a car. Oh, I'm down to a shopping cart.
Yeah, like what's
Yeah. I
You
feel
get
like
that membership? You
yeah,
pay the membership at 24.
yeah.
Oh no,
When I
Planet Fitness is even better,
yeah,
guys.
$10 Planet
Planet Fitness is even,
Fitness,
and they have those Pizza Fridays, don't they?
but
hot showers.
And
Yeah,
they
the thing
have the
about
Pizza
24-hour
Fridays. So,
fitness though is like I remember I used to break dance like down in that room we used to practice in the aerobics room downstairs at
yeah.
nighttime. So we'd be there till like 10:30. But there was this black couple that would come in and the guy had a good job at Todd's, this Italian leather store in Waikiki. He was a stock guy. And they just didn't want to pay the expensive rent here. And she had a job at the mall at this like what was it, Origins? Like I don't know what it was. But yeah, and they all both had jobs, but they just slept at the gym and they would just
What?
oh,
keep weights around them. Because like you have to be working out if you're
Yeah.
there. So like when the 24-hour fitness people would come in to see if they're working
what the
out,
hell?
they
They would actually sleep?
just like
Are you
move a little
serious?
dumbbell. Yeah, they slept at the
How
gym.
would
Downstairs in
you
that
want to?
Because
cardio.
if you think about it, if you pay what $40 a month, you can watch TV, you can do working out, you got a shower, you have air conditioning on a hot
But you
day.
can't
You know what I
even
mean? So it's like
like.
they would literally
It's
put those black
crazy.
mats down on the
Yeah,
ground and just kind of go to the corner and just sleep.
and pretend like they're
Yeah,
working out,
yeah,
and they would just go late at night and
yeah.
do
And they
that.
just keep weights around them while they're
So they'd
sleeping.
only sleep for a few hours, probably.
Probably like 4 or 5 hours, probably. You know what I mean?
Crazy,
But I
and they
mean,
don't pay any rent.
yeah. And it's crazy. I remember seeing him one day, and the Italian leather company he worked for, actually sent him to Italy for training because he was the head
Mm.
stock guy.
Oh shit.
So imagine, like being homeless, But for me, in that situation, I feel like I would probably try and get locked in with a church first and foremost, because God is going to be your one thing that you're going to need in your life majorly if you're in a bad situation, I feel. And at church, there's a lot of people who you can network with if you have like a good attitude and like, you're not like some crazy homeless person on drugs. And yeah, I think like the beach, I mean, there's always
Beach.
showers
Well, the
there.
Yeah.
beach, yeah.
Yeah, there's showers there. I mean, you just need a bottle of shampoo. You know what I mean?
And sometimes people leave their soap and stuff at the showers at the beach. So right there, and then
Yeah.
people are picnicking and barbecuing. So there's free food in the garbage afterwards,
Oh, for sure.
when the lights
Yeah.
go low.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
gym's probably
The
Yeah.
the
gyms,
cheap one.
at
Yeah. 'Cause
least
even,
at the gym, you got hot showers.
Yeah, you
So
got a
yeah.
hot shower, you can clean up. Yeah,
There's people you can kind of socialize,
right.
maybe,
And you can work out. Hey,
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. Yeah.
you can actually go work out. Why not? Make you feel better.
Yeah. But
I don't know.
we just want to get right
living
up boot.
I just
cozy.
kind of want to have my alcohol, sit on the
Yeah.
beach
I
every
just want to
day,
get right above
take a
hard
shower
times,
at
then
Planet
stop.
Fitness. You see? Yeah, I know. Well, no, but I'm just using the example, right? But there are guys that are probably like, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm gonna
Living
do.
with your friends
Yeah.
under the bridge.
The big thing is, how did you get there anyway? Like,
Yeah.
what was
Yeah.
it
What caused it?
what caused it,
Like,
right?
was it drugs or was it like,
Right.
like,
Was
yeah,
it just dating the wrong person, or was
right? Or I don't know. Maybe he had like somebody sued you.
I know the wrong sugar mama
Yeah.
screws you? She freaking kicked you out,
Right.
and now you're homeless. Hey, I know a guy like that.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh,
we know somebody like that about to get kicked
whoa.
out.
Yeah.
Bye.
Sorry, I totally twisted this from
Sorry, I know. Well,
bodybuilding
we
into
just
homelessness. Sorry,
Yeah.
I
guys.
Right.
know. Hey, man, when you're not responsible, guess what? Sometimes you're just one step away from being out on the streets,
Yeah,
Yeah. No, for sure.
absolutely.
and
Yeah.
it
One
ain't far,
paycheck
right?
away,
It's
dude.
one step away, right?
Yeah, for
So
sure. And I feel like that's a lot of people in Hawaii, dude. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because it's so expensive to live out here. It's like a lot of people are
yeah,
just one or two paychecks away from not paying rent and being on the street. You know what I mean?
yeah, and it's sad.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
crazy.
it's because it's freaking expensive here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially if like you don't have a really well-paying job. That's why. I mean, if you want to start competing in
well,
bodybuilding.
even good jobs though, like people, people that are making six figures here, they're making like 120K, say. A lot of times they're maxed out.
Yeah,
They're making 120K, but they're living in a place that's
way too expensive,
probably too
maybe.
much
Exceeds
for them.
their
They're driving a
income.
Yeah,
car
Yep.
that's probably a little too much for them.
yeah,
They're maxed out
for sure.
because of that lifestyle, right?
Yeah,
And then, but so they're 120K, but that's spent every year. That's gone, like
yeah, for
because
sure.
of how they're living, right? And it's hard to break the cycle because that's what they're used to.
Yes.
And if you say, well, you got to cut back, let's drive this car,
Keeping up
let's
with the
live in this
Joneses.
smaller
Keeping up with
place,
the Joneses.
it's going to be
Yeah.
hard for them.
Yeah,
They're
for
like,
sure.
no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, some people can afford more than others, exactly. But I mean, that's the big thing, right? If you're getting by on 50K a year, and then all of a sudden you went and you started making 150K a year, but you still live that 50K lifestyle,
You're gonna,
you're
Yeah.
killing
yeah,
it.
you're killing it.
Yeah.
You're saving a
You're
lot of
killing
Yeah,
it.
money.
for
But
sure.
how many people do that?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with even the, what is it? The lottery winners, right? I remember seeing this one guy,
Yes.
like he racked up monthly bills because he would get that monthly payment. So you get the monthly payment, but he started racking up so much bills that his bills every month were more than the monthly payment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So then he's
Isn't
just
that
like,
crazy?
fuck, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then
Yeah.
he ended up broke, he's still alive. 'Cause some of
Yeah.
them like just straight die for some reason. I don't know why.
Right.
They were
Like,
never taught how to steward their money, their finances. They never had
yeah,
any means of financial discipline. So of course they're gonna blow it away just like everything else, right?
for sure. Yeah.
I mean,
Squander it away partying with
yeah.
prostitutes and cocaine. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I
I can't
saw,
even speak for it because it's not like I've had like, oh, $10 million all of a sudden. I don't know how that is. So, but I mean, I'm sure it's probably pretty easy to spend it, right?
yeah, no, for
You're
sure.
like 10 million. Well, I always wanted that $3 million house down there.
Yeah.
And then I want to buy these 5 cars that are over $1 million combined. And then I want to go on these trips. I mean, it
Yeah.
can probably go pretty fast,
I might buy the $3 million house, but hold off on the cars and just
Yeah.
be regular in a $3 million house, though.
I'm
You know what I mean?
getting a lawyer first and a money manager
See, there you go.
first.
Yeah.
And then the money manager's going to take all your money.
No, because
I'm
I
And Mel's
just-
gonna
have
end up on
I
EBT.
have a
I'm
trust
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
and I have a board of,
Yeah.
directors
Trustee,
and
no.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my money manager can't take all my
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, what I would do is I'd probably take like 2 million and just cash and just hide it. And then, so no matter what, if I lose everything, I still got $2
Still got
million
that,
somewhere.
right?
But I would definitely, like you said,
Financial
have
literacy is very important.
yes,
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
getting a lawyer, getting a financial advisor, huge
And
right
if I
there.
want 10 million, I'm disappearing before my next to
Yeah.
like my third, fourth, fifth generation or whatever cousins be like, hey
Right.
Mel, remember that one time?
Yeah. And it's like if you haven't talked to me in the past year and I want this 10,
Yeah.
don't even call me.
Yeah.
Like I'll call you if I need you, man. But you haven't obviously made any contact with me in the past year. So don't start calling me now.
Well, it's better. Yeah, it's better to not let anybody know, right, that you want
Yeah,
it.
for
But
sure.
the minute you tell somebody, because it could be anybody in your family, a friend, it's going to get out. Like,
Yeah, no, for
the
sure.
minute you tell that one person,
Yeah.
somebody's going to be like, "Hey, so you won $10 million?"
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like son of a bitch.
And I'm sure if like there's like a Powerball winner, I don't know how it works. I don't live on the mainland, you know what I mean? But like
Yeah,
I'm sure like the people who give you the money
right.
like want an interview with you maybe, right? Yeah.
And I'll be that
Publish
dumbass
just
wearing a
clearing
short
accounts.
sleeve,
Yeah,
and people see this tattoo and be like, "Oh, that's fucking Mel, right?"
Mel,
Right.
hit her up. How you
Right.
doing, Mel? How even
Yeah.
your DMs are just blowing up.
No, I'm
Right.
protected.
I'm shutting down all those
I'm
accounts.
Yeah,
shutting
right.
down
Changing my phone
everything, and
number.
then
Shutting
grabbing me and my
down.
family, and we're running away for a little while.
And you know what I would do? I would probably I think I would send money to people that are close to me that I care about. I would get money to them. And
Yeah.
I would send a certain amount of money, depending on how much money I had,
Yeah.
obviously, to, to these
I
people,
wouldn't
that
just
people that are
give
on
them
me.
money.
No, I wouldn't. No, but I would for certain
I'll
people.
put it in a
Me
Depends.
too. I
trust
would.
and have
Depends.
clauses in order for them to retain or have that money.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, that's pretty good. I mean, I'm sure that's something you could think about,
Unless
right?
you're just gonna be like very petty and be like, "Oh, here's a
I
thousand
would be like,
dollars."
no, I'd be like, okay, here's 50 grand, but you have to document, you have to do 1,000 pull-ups. And
Yeah.
it could however long it takes you, when you finish it, it takes you a year to do it, that's fine. Then you get the money. Like
Yeah.
maybe do something like that. And
Yeah.
you're gonna have to document all of it though. You have to have a
Yeah.
video and show me and document all of it. I have to see this.
They're gonna put the video on loop.
Or
That could be
just
so fun.
right.
Well, I would have to, there'd be a way to do it, right?
Or you
That'd be
just
so
like
fun.
purchase some property in their name or something,
Be like, and then
type thing.
somebody of your friends who's overweight, be like, yeah, okay, you need to lose 75 pounds. I need to see,
Yeah.
and then you'll get your 100K.
That'll
Like,
be good reasons.
it'll
Yeah,
be good.
yeah,
This is good
75
motivation.
pounds
You see,
later,
you're
coming
onto
up on
something.
100K. Yeah,
You're
that'd
onto
be
something.
good.
They have to earn it. You have to
Yeah.
earn it.
yeah. They gotta earn it.
For
Yeah,
real.
I
Oh
like
my
that.
god.
And then you feel like you're giving back, right? You're like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm helping people that are
Yeah.
close to me,
Get healthy
and
and get rich.
yes, and they're earning money, and at
Yeah.
least it wasn't free, right? It's a good idea.
Or you can tell them, I mean, yeah, you have this $10,000, but you'll get it paid to you in monthly installments for every month. You have to do so many more burpees
Oh my god.
in order for you to get this
So
monthly
for
paycheck.
every burpee you do, you're gonna get $1. So yeah, that's what you do. You can be like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to tell you how much money I'm giving you, but just know for every burpee that you do, you have to document it. It's $1.
Right.
So they're just doing burpees, right? They're like, I
And
did
next thing you know,
5,000
they're all like
burpees.
shredded and look
They're
good
like,
and
I
feel
got
good.
5,000. Just keep on going. I don't know when it's going to end. Just keep doing burpees. It's a
Man, that
great one.
yeah. I feel like a lot of people would do a lot of burpees.
See, we should do that with the SNAP program here too.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That's a great
Yeah,
idea.
right.
Then at least they'll be in
In
somewhat
shape,
shape.
right?
Not quite. I mean, but hey, I don't
Yeah.
know. But they'll be in something, some
Drug
condition.
test and
Do they already do
some
that?
form
Drug
of
testing for
exercise.
that?
No,
No,
No. Wow. I would
it's all
think
free,
like, man,
baby.
that's
a
You get
crazy.
few
it.
states do drug testing
You get it
for
handed to you, man.
SNAP.
I think they
Anyways,
should
that
though.
was fun. Great,
Yeah,
great
Yeah.
good
conversation.
job. Well, thanks for all those questions, and yeah, keep sending them. We're always down to answer more questions. Obviously, this is our personal opinion on it, but we've all been doing this for a while. So if you like it, that's awesome. If you don't, go watch some other show. I don't know. Nobody watches this anyway, so it doesn't matter for us. We don't care. No, it's all good. That's what we're here for, right? We're just here to answer questions and talk about different things. And like we said, we have a lot of experience in it. So yeah, we just want to help, and we want to be honest. We don't really do that whole
And I
like
feel a lot of the
bullshit.
conversations that we have here, like, people have them behind closed doors, but
Hmm.
we're like putting them out there in the open because a lot of people don't have somebody to have these conversations with. And I feel
Yeah.
like, sometimes you just need to like, you know, throw things out there on the table that are,
Yeah.
sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes, yeah, you just gotta throw it out there and more information, more knowledge. That's the better way to go, I feel. Yeah.
And we are the only bodybuilding podcast for Hawaii.
Hmm.
I mean, we are. That's it.
True. What about Alan Ichino say?
There's
He stopped a bit ago.
I don't know. Is he still doing it?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still doing it. But I mean, I think we really are the only ones that are. It's a bodybuilding podcast. So Yeah, there's other ones, other podcasts here in Hawaii, but we're the ones for bodybuilding, fitness, health, fitness, and
Yeah.
all of the above. So
I feel like on
Conspiracy theories.
yeah, I feel
yeah.
like on some of his though, like I mean, I'm not trying to like talk about it, but I saw these ones that he was doing, and he was like talking about like teenagers doing
Oh
steroids,
my God,
and
yeah.
like how like if you want to get into a college and get a good scholarship, like you might have to do some things. And I'm like, I was like, what is? I was like, I was kind of almost like, is this for real? Like, you know what I mean? I was like, did he really post this? Like, if I was the FBI or the DEA, I'd be like, I'm going to that gym. I'm just gonna start training and undercover, and I'm gonna just watch what's going on in
Oh
here.
my God.
This guy's like suggesting
I
things. So
think
like,
I saw a reel about that or something. I don't know, man. I don't know what he was talking about,
yeah, I
but
was like, dang, dude, like that's crazy.
Hmm.
If you're a teenager, don't do steroids
Wait till you're moved out of your parents' home first,
for
please.
sure.
yeah.
Definitely.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. And we will see you next time on Paradise Pump. Aloha.